Welcome to TSS's Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also with Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling of Macomb. We welcome you to Lady Macomb Bombers football, or basketball. It is basketball season now, folks. I'm forgetting that. It is now basketball season. As tonight, we have a matchup for you between the Illini Bluff Tigers and the Macomb Bombers. It is our third matchup of the night and our final one of this day filled of basketball, as it should be a good one, as it is the, how many games have we had now in this tournament? This is our third today. Got our sixth one total, 3 more on Friday and a bunch on Saturday, folks, as we get ready for our final game of the night. As you see here, our Illini West Chargers, they are in gray, and your Lady Macomb Bombers, they are in white, as we are getting ready for tip-off here. Or Illini Bluffs, excuse me. Sorry, I'm going to get that confused all night, folks. I am going to get that confused all night, as here we go. And, well, the tip-off is won by the Bombers, but back there is Lily Lukoviak, as she gets a 2 right away, and it is a quick 2-0 lead here for the Tigers. As bringing up the core is Sarah Stufflebean, as she is running point here for the Bombers. As this goes to number 4, Caitlin Robinson. The 3 ball is pure from Caitlin Robinson. And just like that, it is 3-2 Bombers on a beautiful shot. As Illini West will come up the floor, as Brooke Buchan will run point there for the Chargers. And great defense, just hassling the defender. And a phenomenal play by Sarah Stufflebean, as it is possession arrow Bombers after the, well, we will call it, I guess, a turnover there for the Illini Bluffs, as the Bombers get the ball right back, up 3-2. Sarah Stufflebean will run point here for the Bombers, out to Caitlin Robinson, over to Kennedy Allensworth. As the Bombers just kind of getting their offense settled in here, running a little slow. As their hands are in there for the, oh wow, almost ripped away right there by Lily Lukoviak. As this shot is no good, and it is rebounded by Lukoviak. As up the floor come the Bluffs. Ball in the hands of Marissa Robertson of the Tigers. As right to the bucket goes Lukoviak, as she misses the layup, and into the hands of Kennedy Allensworth, and here come the Bombers. Now in Ainsley Holthouse's hands, she will bring it up as the Bombers maintain a 3-2 lead here, just a minute and a half underway here. Thank you all for watching and enjoying the game. Hopefully it's a good one we have for you, as that ball is thrown away right there by Ainsley Holthouse, and it will be Bluff's possession here, as Brooke Buchan will bring it up for the Tigers. Almost called them Chargers. I will get that out of my head, folks, at some point. I promise I will. As here comes Marissa Robertson over to Lukoviak, as she has seen a lot of attention here early. She definitely seems like, oh, a nice tip away right there. Nice play by Kennedy Allensworth. She will run it up the court, full steam ahead, and won't finish, but a foul, as it looks like it will be on, I want to say number 24, Marissa Robertson, as it is. As Kennedy Allensworth will head to the free throw line, looking for her first point of the game, as the first free throw just rolls out. And free throw number 2, that one takes the nice bounce for her, as it gives the Bombers a 4-2 lead. And up comes Lukoviak, bringing the ball up for the Tigers. That is in the hands of Brooke Buchan. As working around some screens here, the Lady Bombers are doing a very nice job getting around screens, especially Sarah Stufflebean. She has done an excellent job maneuvering her way around screens. She might have just picked up a foul, but doing a great job maneuvering around those screens. As the Lady Tigers will take it out of bounds. As the ball will hit Lukoviak, as she will drive to the rim and just bully her way down into the paint, as she's got 4 early ones already for the Tigers. As the ball is up at the top of the key with Allison Stortzum. And now into the hands of Kennedy Allensworth, and little jump ball. Oh, man.
Jump ball times 2, Illini Bluffs.
Annabelle Fortin kind of took a shoe to the face right there a little bit. Looks like she's all right, though. But it will be Bluffs basketball, and maybe a little bit of a pressure here for the Bombers. Don't want to let the Lady Tigers walk it up the court as the ball's in the hands of Annabelle Fortin. A nice pass out there to Brooke Buchan. And, oh, not sure if that was a shot or a pass. As Lukoviak just trying to bully her way inside, looking for some help, and gets it there to Annabelle Fortin. Into the corner she goes, and a nice tip away. Again, Sarah Stufflebeam already making a huge impact here for the Lady Bombers defense. She's doing an excellent job keeping her hands active, staying in front of the ball. She's done great work so far on that defensive side for the Bombers. And looking to pass it in, and another just good lockdown right there by the Bombers. Caitlin Robinson with the steal up the court, a phenomenal pass. And unable to finish. Almost a phenomenal play. Unfortunately, Ainsley Holthouse just unable to finish the layup, but just great defense here from the Bombers so far early in this game with 4:45 to go. We are tied at 4 with Brooke Buchan bringing it up the floor. There's quite a few screens there at the top of the key we've seen so far from the Lady Tigers, trying to free up the guards. Maybe a beautiful backdoor pass, unable to get the handle on it, and it will go out of bounds. Lukoviak unable to grab the ball, but that was a beautiful find right there as the Bombers will bring it up. Sarah Stufflebeam has the ball in her hands. I guess I should say dribbling the ball, because can't do that. That would be a travel. As it's like a set of screen right there by Kennedy Allensworth, and foul looks like a pushing foul maybe on Lukoviak, as it is. Lily Lukoviak picks up her first foul of the game.
Second.
As Caitlin Robinson will inbound for the Bombers. As Sarah Stufflebeam brings it up here is some early good movement, I think, from the Bombers. They're really moving them without the ball, I feel like, pretty well, which is a huge thing in basketball. And turnover there from Sarah Stufflebeam, unfortunately, is coming the other way is Lily Lukoviak, as she has been a predominant ball handler here early for the Lady Tigers. As up at the top of the key is Brooke Buchan. Trying to find out where to go. A little bit of maybe floor spacing looks a little better now. I've seen a few times where the Lady Tigers kind of all get 4 people on one side, maybe 1 on the other, and they're trying a little bit better to floor space. Lily Lukoviak, thought about pulling the 3 but doesn't, as inside goes number 20, which would be Annabelle Fortin, but she's unable to finish the layup and out of bounds, and it is off the hands of Allison Stortzum, and it will go back the Tigers' way. As Buchan will give the ball here to Annabelle Fortin. And right back to Buchan. Trying to set up their offense here. 4-4 game still with just over 3 minutes left in quarter number 1. And almost a steal right there from Kennedy Allensworth. 3 ball on the way, high arcing shot, but no good from Annabelle Fortin. And that ball is out of bounds, but it will stay right here with the Tigers. As unable to get a handle on it was Allison Stortzum. So Annabelle Fortin, who just missed the 3, will inbound the ball. Tigers looking to take the lead on this possession, but unable to. And oh, wow. Almost a phenomenal play by Caitlin Robinson, but just had her foot slide on that baseline. It looked like the Bombers' offense was about to get out and going, but I think her foot just kind of dragged right over that baseline. And so it will stay right here with the Lady Tigers. There's a little bit of a handoff there so far. And so far, good defense. Lukoviak decides not to shoot it. She will dribble around, hoping to find the open man. Going down into the paint, it is Reese Crate back out to Lukoviak. Keeping the hands active by the Bombers. A little mid-range shot and a beautiful jumper. Annabelle Fortin drills the 2-pointer. And the Tigers have a 6-4 lead on the nice mid-range jumper there from her. There's the Bombers. Oh, wow. Right to the lane, and a beautiful finish right there by Sarah Stuffleman as they come right back with a 2-pointer of her own. Just getting to the lane nice and easy there. A nice little off-ball screen. Really freed up that right side for her to be able to drive to the lane and get the easy 2-pointer. Corner 3, Lukoviak drills it. She is having a quarter right now. 7 points for her in the first, as she is putting on a show tonight, as it is now 9-6 Tigers As bringing up the court right now is Sarah Stufflebean. Is she? Oh, and we have a offensive foul. It looks to be on Kennedy Allensworth.
Bomber offensive foul charge to number 23, Kennedy Allensworth. That's her first.
So with the offensive foul, the ball will go the other way in possession of the Lady Tigers, as they have a 9-6 lead here with just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. There's a nice screen there by Reese Crate. A ball in right there. Trinity Limmerman just loses possession of the ball, and it will go into the hands of the Bombers. As Ainsley Holthouse inbounds the ball there to Sarah Stufflebean, and she will bring it up. Bombers trying to get some offense going. It's started out pretty well, and then it's kind of stalled a little bit here, and the way to go up with it there is that will be Alan Stortzum, who will go to the free throw line, able to make her way into the paint. As Brooke Buchan has her first foul of the game. So here comes Allison Stortzum, who will shoot her first free throws of the game. The southpaw makes her first. As this, folks, might be the first left-handed shooter I have seen all night, as she drills both free throws to give the Bombers, or excuse me, they will still trail by 1, but cuts the lead to 1. As pass there to Brianna Davis. As here comes the star so far, Lily Lukowiak. Unbelievable. Another bucket for her. She is out of this world right now. She's got 9 of the 11 points for the Lady Tigers, and the Bombers will take a timeout here, trailing by 3 with a minute 12 left in the first quarter. We will be right back.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
As we are back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also sponsored by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, as we have 72 seconds here left in the first quarter. With your score, the Macomb Bombers 8 and the Illini Bluff Tigers 11. As it will be Bomber possession on the inbound. Trailing by 3 is so far the story of the first quarter has been Lily Lukowiak, who has 9 points already in the first quarter for the Lady Tigers. She's having a clinic so far for them, as the Bombers hope to find a way to stop her and get some offense going. And it looks like a 3 ball here. It's good looking, and no, just bounces out. Sarah Stuffle being unable to finish. As here comes Annabelle Fortin with the ball and Tigers offense. In the hands of Brooke Buchan right now. Getting a nice little screen there from Fortin. At the top of the key. Offense is starting to look really good right now, and looks like there will be a foul here on Caitlin Robinson. Or excuse me, no, Ainsley Holthouse is the foul, number 30.
Into the Bomber lineup, number 52, Jordan Hines.
As Jordan Hines will check into the game, as Kennedy Allensworth will hit the bench for the first time this game. As maybe trying to get a size matchup inside it's out there, and wow, that might work out. No, just misses. Unable and going right back up with it. And a beautiful finish, a great rebound by Brenna Davis. Just able to force her way inside, get a rebound, and put up the 2. And is looking for somewhere to go with the ball. A nice little head move right there by Ainsley Holthouse. Going inside, nice move. And the ball is just ripped away. Might have been a little bit of a carry there by Brooke Buchan, but nothing called, and that ball will go out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Tigers with just under 5 seconds left, looking to get one more shot off. As with 4.5, they will go to Lily Lukowiak, who will pass it off, but it will be a turnover, and there will be no shot off before the buzzer, and that will do it for quarter number 1, as the Tigers lead the Bombers 13-8 here at the end of 1. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has You covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Wrench at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks just don't blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there are limitless potentials with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. King Family Chiropractic, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, supports Bushnell-Prairie City athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set up an appointment, call 309-837-6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. As we are getting ready to kick off quarter number 2 here, with the Bombers trailing by 5, is looking to hopefully find an answer for the Tigers' Lily Lukoviak, as she is having a great quarter. Had a great first quarter, as Sarah Stufflebean will bring it up, hand it off to Caitlin Robinson. And nice little feed inside, but good collapse down right there. And a little bit of a trap play right there on Jordan Hines. The ball will go out of bounds, but it will stay in possession of the Bombers, as Caitlin Robinson will inbound. Right to Sarah Stufflebean, who seems to be the primarily ball handler. Looking to go to the corner, they will. That shot is no good, just a little long there for Ainsley Holthouse, as going up the floor right now, that is Trinity Limmerman, as unable to go baseline right there, and back out to Lukoviak, and there is a foul on Jordan Hines. Going to be a reach-in foul on her, and that'll be her first of the game.
Jordan Hines, that's her first. Team 4.
So Bluffs will keep possession, up by 5 here with just under 7.5 to go still in the second. We have just kicked off here quarter number 2. As inside, Lily Lukoviak, and stepped on the line trying to get her miss, and it will be Bomber ball. Thought she got fouled, but no call, as she kind of just mastered her way into the paint again, but unable to finish. So here comes Sarah Stufflebean up the court as the Bombers try and get rolling here a little bit. Now, wow, what a nice screen right there by Jordan Hines, but almost ripped away, and that will be a jump ball, as both Brooke Buchan and even Lily Lukoviak kind of got her hands in there, and it will go in possession of the Bluffs, as they still hold a 5-point lead, and just a lot of their offense has resolved around Lily Lukoviak, who has all but 4 of their points here so far in the first half. She has been an absolute tremendous player so far for them, as almost loses possession right there, but looking to go somewhere with the offense here. A little backdoor feed, nice pass. Oh, and maybe should have gone up with that, but it's a steal by Caitlin Robinson. And going the other way are the Bombers, and they're ripped away right there, as Ainsley Holthouse thought she had a layup, and up the floor comes Annabelle Fortin and makes her way around. Nice move, and gets the 2. Annabelle Fortin with a nice little layup there to give the Bluffs a 7-point lead here. A little transition offense. What great defense will always turn into some transition offense for you, and that's really the key in basketball, is to get that transition offense, get some easy buckets. That really goes long ways, and switch some momentum. Is nice little move right there. The mid-range just a little long there for Sarah Stufflebean. As up the court they come. Here comes Brooke Buchan again in the Illini Bluffs Tigers offense. It seems like we've seen a lot of them down here on this side of the court so far this game, just kind of controlling the tempo, controlling the pace so far. Up by 7. They've done a great job of it here early. They go inside, go back out to the corner, nice little pump fake, go for the mid-range, and just short as the shot is missed by Brooke Buchan. Up the court now, and kind of a wobbly pass there. Annabelle Fortin will, a Euro step and a blocking foul. And she almost put it on the highlight reel right there. The foul will probably be on Caitlin Robinson, as a mass sub here for the Bombers. That is Caitlin's first foul of the game. As corner 3, nope. Decides to, a nice move. Unfortunately, a long miss right there by Trinity Limmerman, and looks like it will be a foul on her as well. Reach in.
Number 3, Trinity Limmerman, that's her first.
Catherine Stortzum will inbound it. And bringing it up the court now is Haley Emmerich. And that they're going to call a reach-in foul on, I believe, which is 25, which is Brenna Davis.
Tiger personal foul charge at number 25, Brenna Davis. That's her first, team fifth.
So Catherine Stortzum will inbound. Oh, a nice pass, great find, and a great finish right there. Beautiful play, Haley Emmerich, a nice pass right there, and that's a huge bucket for the Bombers. You always love to find those on the inbound, just a nice, easy layup, a good play call right there. And one, oh my goodness, Lily Lukowiak is having a game right now, just getting into the paint at will right now, and she is really just kind of doing anything she wants at the moment. This is her game right now, as she will not make the free throw, but an offensive rebound, and it is good by Annabelle Fortin, and that's just a costly one right there for the Bombers as they now trail by 9. Hey, you cannot give up those right there. You got to get those rebounds off the free throws. So now with under 5 to go, they trail by 9 and need a little bit of a comeback here. Tipped away there by Brooke Buchan, but able to retain possession are the Bombers, as Haley Emmerich will run point here for Macomb. And a huge screen right there by Kennedy Allensworth, as there is a foul on the play, as it will be on Brenna Davis. It'll be her second foul here of the game, midway through the second quarter, as she will come out now. And another nice another great play right there. Wow, another just excellent inbound play by the Bombers, and another 2 points for them. Seems like that's been their bread and butter so far, is their inbounding, and just the bread and butter right now for the Tigers is Lily Lukowiak. She is just making her way into that rim every time. Like, nothing is stopping her. The Bombers just unable to find an answer for her here early. And that's going to be the key, I think, for the Bombers here early. They're going to have to find an answer for Lily Lukowiak, because she is scoring at will right now, just really putting the pressure on the Bombers. As her second free throw is no good, rebounded there by Allison Stortzum. And bringing it up the floor is Haley Emmerich, and a nice little bounce pass right there. They will go over to the corner, as the Bombers really looking for some offense right now, and just another great defensive play. Trinity Limmerman will stay in possession of the Bombers, but just always keeping your hands active, and another great defensive play by the Tigers. But the Bombers will keep possession here, as they will look for another inbound play, but this time tried the same thing again, but fortunately doesn't work for that backdoor cut. So Caitlin Robinson has the ball, and now passing it to Haley Emmerich. Looking to move around the ball, but I mean, it's just been great team defense so far for the most part. A few inbound miscues by the Tigers, but their defense overall has played very great on this Lady Bombers offense. They have really pretty much locked down anything you could ask for, and there you see it again, and there she is. Lily Lukowiak is just having a great game, and now she's finding teammates, and a beautiful pass, but it just rims out, and a great rebound is Trinity Limmerman unable to finish, and now Catherine Stortzum will bring it up the court for the Bombers, and the ball is poked away by Trinity Limmerman. She's been busy on that defensive side. She's done a great job, and almost another turnover for the Bombers. Go to the corner. It's a 3-ball, and it is no good by Caitlin Robinson, but a good offensive board, a risky pass, and it will be out of bounds. It was a good idea, but it's just a hard pass to make right there by Haley Emmerich, just unable to find her inside, and so the Tigers will take back over. Looks like the Bombers might try a little press here, but nope, they will back off of it, and the Bluffs will bring it up the floor, up by 8 with under 3 here to go in the second. As Trinity Limmerman, who's been great on defense, finds, oh man, just misses the shot, as Annabelle Fortin is a great pass, but unable to finish the play. So here come the Lady Bombers up the floor, momentum coming in. Oh, just bad turnover right there by Haley Emmerich. She threw it right into the chest of Annabelle Fortin, just kind of panicked right there, lost her footing a little bit, and kind of threw it right away. Not much she was able to do right there. As the Bombers starting to become a little more turnover prone here in the second quarter, kind of giving the ball away. And with the way the offense has been running here for the Tigers, it is not a good thing to have. As Brooke Buchan will dribble around, trying to find, that is, I believe, Annabelle Fortin, and no good. And here comes Sarah Stuffelbein up the floor. Oh, wow. I believe they're going to call that is a block shot. Wow, it seemed like a lot of contact down there, but no call. As that will be Trey Lerman, and took a step before she dribbled, and that will always be called a travel right there. So it will be back into the Bombers' possession, but one of the few turnovers we've seen so far this game from the Illini Bluff Tigers. They've done a great job protecting the ball, finding open buckets, but right there, just a little bit of a miscue right there. So here comes Sarah Stuffelbein with the ball for the Bombers offense. And she's looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Ainsley Holthouse. There just hasn't been a lot of places to go here for the Bombers offense, as the Tigers defense for Illini Bluffs has been just suffocating so far. Not a lot of open shots, but a nice little put up right there, and it'll be a foul. So Sarah Stuffelbein will go to the free throw line. As good things usually happen when you try and find your way into the paint.
Tiger personal foul charge to number 3, Trinity
As the foul will be on Trinity Limmerman. That is her second of the game, as the free throw is good by Sarah Stuffelbein.
And returning for the Illini Bluffs, number 24, Marissa Robertson.
She will go 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and the Bombers cut the lead to 6 here with just about 80 seconds left in the first half. As maybe hoping to get a little momentum here going at the end of the half, going to the locker room with something to keep your head up high about. I mean, it's still very close. I mean, it's still only a 6-point game, and that could be the start right there. As that ball goes right off the hands of Chloe Eaton, and the Bombers will get the ball right back with just over a minute left to play. So this is a huge possession, I think, for the Bombers, hoping to try and change momentum of the game. Only down 6, but a huge bucket here could change a lot of things. As they will decide not to. It's like a hand right there as Drew Creasy was driving to the rack. As the foul will be on Marissa Robertson. Will pick up her second foul, and it is the bonus now for the Bombers. As unable to hit the free throw is Drew Creasy. And up the floor comes Annabelle Fortin and the Tigers offense with 45 seconds left here in the first half. And they will try to move it around. I've seen a lot of driving and kicking here early from the Tigers. Try and get into the painted area and maybe find an open three or just find a bucket inside. Annabelle Fortin, she's also having a great second quarter. She's got 6 points here in the quarter, and they regain an 8-point lead with under 20 seconds now to play. As Riley Robinson dives inside and kicks it. And she has the ball right back. A step back three, and it is pure. Beautiful shot. Right there from Riley Robinson to cut the lead right back to 5. And maybe a little momentum right there before the half. Under 3 to go. And up at the horn, no good. And that will take us to halftime. A good competitive first half for both teams, as the Lady Macomb Bombers are down 5 right now. It is 22-17 in favor of the Illini Bluff Tigers. As we get you set for halftime, it has been a pretty competitive half. A lot of Lily Lukoviak, but overall it's been a good game. Like, it's only, say, a 5-point game, and a lot has gone wrong. I mean, for the Bombers, like, they've had some silly turnovers and stuff, but other than that, I mean, they still only a 5-point game. If they can just find a ways to contain, like I say, Lily Lukoviak, who's having a great game, and Annabelle Fortin kind of got going there in that second quarter, but still a close game. Bombers some pretty good 3-point shooting there so far. Hit a couple threes there in the first half, so we will be back.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH and sponsored by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, as we are at halftime here between the Macomb Lady Bombers and the Illini Bluff Lady Tigers, with the score of 22 to 17 in favor of the Tigers. And another very competitive first half. All three games tonight so far have been very competitive. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Rich at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there's limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Sports Corner at 124. It is Macomb's original local sports bar and grill. With focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, Illinois, is the Old Dairy, serving soup, salads, sandwiches, homemade dessert, Blue Bunny ice cream, and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast is served all day and free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com. Call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852. And find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. Ron Elb Auto Sales, with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elb Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car in Macomb on East Jackson Street. Stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris. Visit www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. As we have just about 4 minutes left here at halftime, which has been, like I say, a great competitive game here in the first half, but seen a lot more balance so far, I think, from the Bombers, as their scoring's kind of come from a lot of different outlets. But I think for the Bluffs, they've had a couple of different options. They actually only have 3 scores so far in the game, and the 2 main ones are Annabelle Fortin and Lily Lukoviak, who have just been absolutely phenomenal. Really a dominant first quarter for Lily Lukoviak, but the Bombers, they did a better job containing her in the second quarter, but that's kind of when Annabelle Fortin kind of took over, and she scored 6 there in the quarter. But I think with the Bombers, they're only down 5. I think a lot of it just has to be like coming down into the paint. I think where they've struggled most is being unable, when someone's driving, to kind of come down and maybe double team and help out. It's kind of been more they kind of drive to the rim and no one's there to stop either Fortin or Lukoviak. So I think they need to do a little more of that. But I think the Bombers on offense, they looked pretty good. Like, they got some open shots. I know the defense was pretty locked down for a lot of that for the Illini Bluffs Tigers. But they also got some good looks. They hit a few of their three-pointers, and it's only a 5-point game. And I think really towards the end of that the end of that second quarter, I think the momentum turned a little bit. They hit a couple of shots, a couple of turnovers they forced on the Illini Bluff Tigers, and I really think that they will come out into the second half with their heads held high, and I think they have a great shot at winning this game. But it should be a really fun second half as both lady teams come out from their locker rooms, as the Tigers are out here and the Bombers just now arriving from their locker room, getting some shoot-around in, as this is the final game of the second day of our Lady Bomber pre-Thanksgiving tournament we have here. We have 3 more games on Friday, and I want to say 6 more games on Saturday. So it is going to be a lot of lady basketball to cover. So if you enjoy lady basketball, there's no better place than right here at TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also sponsored by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. So if you're looking forward to some lady basketball and you've got a team to cheer for, players to cheer for, come on by. Last game here tonight, but we've got Friday night basketball and I think a lot of all-day Saturday basketball. So come tune on in and come watch some lady basketball, especially if you are a Lady Bombers fan, which I'm sure a lot of you who are watching are. As we had a pretty good turnout, the student section is pretty packed here tonight for the Macomb Bombers, as kids are showing out to support their fellow classmates and friends. As we have under about a minute and a half left in the half, both teams heading back to their respective benches, maybe getting the final game plan set for the second half as we get ready to start that half. I think the keys to the second half for both teams are the Bombers. I think they moved the ball around well, but they had a few turnovers that they probably could have prevented. So I think keeping the ball clean, keeping it in their possession, and eventually getting to open looks. And for the Tigers, I think you just kind of got to keep finding Lily Lukoviak and Annabelle Fortin. Of course, you want to spread the scoring around, which most teams do. But I mean, they've really dominated this game. So second half, we'll start out with Tigers basketball, as Annabelle Fortin will inbound into Lily Lukoviak, as it is they have flipped sides of the court. I always forget that they do that at halftime, and ball is almost stripped away right there by Sarah Stufflebeam, but it'll stay in Tigers' possession. And a nice play by her, just kind of getting her hand in there and poking that ball free. As, a little bit of a tip pass right there. Bombers defense really kind of stepping up here early in the second half, getting their hands in on the ball and just kind of messing up the rhythm a little bit. And really that is Annabelle Fortin unable to make the three, and the Bombers come up. Caitlin Robinson passes around, and a nice little cut there. Nice finish by Ainsley Holthouse, and that is a great start to the second quarter by the Bombers. Great defense by them, and then just able to turn it around with a quick 2 points. That is exactly what you want to do. And that ball will go to the corner to Brooke Buchan. She's up at the top of the key. Back into Annabelle Fortin. As Lily Lukowiak will do what she did all first half. Oh, my goodness. Another 2 for her, just making her way inside the paint and just getting another 2 for the Lady Tigers. It is 24-19 in their favor. As again cut into the rack. And unable to finish that time, though, is Ainsley Holthouse. Another good look, though, for him. The offense is finding some open looks. And again, there's just another one for Lily Lukowiak. Get out in transition, and they're just unable to stop her in transition one-on-one, and that's pretty much a field day for her. So here comes the Bombers offense again. Ainsley Holthouse passes it out to Allison Stortzen. And is trying to get their offense set up here a little bit. And wow, a nice little pass right there. And decides not to take the threes, Kennedy Allensworth. And trying to move it around, a nice little baseline move, and almost lost the ball out of bounds, but able to get it as Kennedy Allensworth. And the 3 ball is pure. A great start to the second half for Ainsley Holthouse as she hits the 3 ball. And a turnaround and a turnover, and the Bombers right back, and that is a timeout for the Tigers. As it is now just like that, a 2-point game. Wow, what a turnaround right there. 5 points in a matter of seconds, and all of a sudden the momentum is turned on this game, and I'm sure as a coach that would be extremely frustrating. It's kind of a fall asleep kind of inbound and right to the other team. It's just like that. So the Bombers, just like that, down 2, doing a great job, doing much better, I think, offensively, definitely finding the open person, and especially not turning the ball over. It seemed like they did a little bit too much of that there in the first half, kind of turning the ball over, but doing a much better job here early in the third. As here come the Tigers. Brooke Buchan will bring it up. And I don't know where to go with it, and almost throws it out of bounds, but Buchan finds the ball. Inside, and that ball is a turnover right back to the Bombers as they're trying to find Autumn Gray inside, but the ball kind of airmailed towards the side, towards the baseline, and now just like that, Bombers have the ball back, down 2 with possession. As Sarah Stufflebean will bring it up for him. As Kenny Allensworth finds Caitlin Robinson in the corner. She will try a 3, and it rolls in now, but a great rebound unfortunately misses right there, as that was Ainsley Holthouse, who's played a huge part here in the second half for the Bombers, but unable to finish that layup that would have tied the game. And now a 3 ball on the other end that is short by Marissa Robertson, and off the board, kind of a awkward looking shot there for the Tigers as the Bombers bring it up, and a little bit of a transition, got numbers, a little bit of a wild pass. Inside though, and it is no good, just short, and the rebound will be Marissa Robertson again. And Lukowiak will throw it up to Annabelle Fortin, but unable to miss, and here come the Bombers again. Here comes Allison Stortzen pushing it up and moving the ball around. They will try another 3. No good, just off the front of the rim as Ainsley Holthouse, maybe a little heat check there for her, but unable for it to go home as it is rebounded by the Tigers, and Brooke Buchan will hand it off to Lily Lukowiak. As trying to get inside again, but that is much better job right there. You see the Bombers kind of containing her inside, and a nice little box out right there as well by Allison Stortzen, kind of keeping Lukowiak away from the ball. And now the Bombers, they will call a full timeout. So change of momentum here with about 4:12 left in the third quarter. It is now 26-24.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our presentation of Macomb Bombers basketball. It is TSSR Live Game Time, presented by MDH and sponsored by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling of Macomb. As Bombers just called a full minute timeout, and trying to get maybe some offense worked up, as it's looked pretty good there here early in the third quarter, and trying to cash in on some momentum maybe. So Caitlin Robinson will inbound for the Bombers. Go into Allison Stortzen and kind of try to move it around a little bit, space out the floor, maybe some good looks. Bombers aren't afraid to shoot the 3 ball, hit it from range, and maybe see a lot more of that. And just a little long there for Allison Stortzen, but steps on the line, I think, and it'll be Bombers basketball, so it'll stay right here. There's inbound plays, and that one. The inbound plays were working pretty well earlier for the Bombers in this game, kind of getting some easy buckets off of them, but I think the Chargers, they've done a much better job here of late, not just allowing those easy entry feeds and easy layups. And there you see it again. Oh, look out. And Trinity Limmerman just hit Kennedy Allensworth, tried to save the ball, kind of went off her face, so hopefully she's all right, but it will be Tigers' ball. It was not intentional, but sure it will not feel great. So here comes Trinity Limmerman up the court with the ball as the Tigers lead by 2. And pass will go now to Brooke Buchan. She's been one of the primary ball handlers here in the game so far for the Tigers. And a little bit of floor spacing miscue maybe right there by the Tigers, as they will stay right there as the ball gets tipped out of bounds. With 3.5 to go here in the third. Offenses have kind of stalled here for about the last minute or so, as Bombers had it going early and often, but it's been pretty locked down here last minute or so. As Lily Lukoviak will set up in the corner for a 3, and it will be a little long, but a nice rebound by Marissa Robertson, and back out to Lukoviak. And trying to force her way inside, but a nice play, pass out, and no good by Annabelle Fortin, but it was a good look. The ball is tipped away again by Annabelle Fortin, and tried to force it inside, but that will go out of bounds as Marissa Robertson tried to find Lily Lukoviak inside, but there on the play, I believe, was Allison Stortzen able to get her hand in there and stop the play. They will not shoot the 3 ball and go back to the corner. And a nice move inside, and just off the front of the rim is Annabelle Fortin. It's a good-looking move, but unfortunately unable to hit. And it's going inside. A little floater is good. Kaylin Robinson makes this game dead even at 26. As a turnover right there. There she is again, Caitlin Robinson. She will get it out to Drew Creasy, and she will bring it up the floor. And she is going, full steam, but she kind of traveled a little bit there.
34, Kylie Robinson. And returning for Illini West 25, Brenda Davis.
So it will be Tigers basketball after the travel right there from the Lady Bombers. As up the court comes Brooke Buchan. As their offense is trying to get going too. It is stalled quite a bit since halftime. Great, also just been great Bombers defense all around. Just able to contain the paint really well so far, and they've done just an excellent job of making sure that these Lady Tigers are shooting on the perimeter, and now out on the ground on the ball, and it will be picked up there by Drew Creasy, and she will bring it up, and a foul, and going up within a hard tumble right there is Riley Robinson, but she will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws as the foul, I think, was on Lily Lukoviak, and that will be her second of the game. It's been a fairly clean play game, not a lot of fouls, a few turnovers here and there, but it's been very fast-paced, moving how most sports fans like. Instead of having a lot of stops there, here and there, it's a very nice pace as Riley Robinson hits the first free throw. That is her 4th point of the night. And she hits both for the Bombers to give them their first lead of the night. What a turnaround here in the second half for the Lady Bombers. As it has all started really, I think, with their just excellent defense here in the second half. They have been just on ball, and there you see it again. Unbelievable. That is Drew Creasy. And this Bombers defense is just taking a turn here in the second half. It has been fun to watch so far. Thought about the 3 ball. It was Riley Robinson. It will go, I think, off her leg and go right back to the Tigers. So a minute 35 here left in the third. where the Bombers lead at 28-26.
Into the Illini Bluffs lineup, number 10, Zoe Kroll.
As Zoe Kroll will sub in there for Brenda Davis. And the Bombers kind of doing a little, not necessarily a press, but just kind of forcing the issue, making sure it's not easy getting up the court. There's who better to put on her than Riley Robinson, who has played just wonderful defense here in the third quarter. Another excellent defensive play will stay with the Bluffs. A nice play right there by Allison Stortzum, getting her hands in there and not giving anything easy here to the Tigers in the second half. It has all been hard-earned buckets, what limited amount of buckets they've had. But there you see it again, the triple team right there and no good, and that's just that's what you'll live with. And it'll be a foul, I think, on, I want to say,
Tiger personal foul charged to 32.
Lily Lukoviak again, so that would be her third.
Team second.
Like I say, they've been triple teaming her in the paint, so they're kicking it out, and they're getting some open three looks, but I think if you're the Lady Bombers, you live with that because you're not letting their star players kind of shoot the ball. And it'll be kind of a reach-in foul right there.
Tiger personal foul charged to Zoe Kroll.
These on Zoe Kroll, and fouls are starting to stack up here a little bit for the Lady Tigers as the Bombers will take it out under the baseline. It will be Caitlin Robinson. And she's got nowhere to go with it. Finally puts it into Kennedy Allensworth. As Riley Robinson will take point up at the top of the key. This little trap play right there, wide open corner three rolls in and out, unfortunately. But another great rebound and no good, but another just effort plays. I mean, oh, wow. What a play. Riley Robinson just ripped that ball away. Wow, that was, and again on the ground looking for the ball. Nowhere to find it is on the back of Lily Lukoviak. And it will stay with the Bombers. And what a sequence right there. Even the ladies on the court are kind of smiling down there. This is getting kind of crazy there for a second, and the Bombers look like they will call a timeout here. It's going to be just a 30-second timeout with just under 30 seconds left here in quarter number 3 as they lead by 2.
Macomb has 2 timeouts remaining for the contest. Illini Bluffs has 4.
Bushnell's only furniture store, M&B Furniture, is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main, or you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. As we are back out of the timeout here, as the Bombers maybe drawing up a play here, which might be their final possession of the quarter. Maybe try and get a good shot off here as they lead by 2 in what has been just a dominant quarter so far for them. Yes, Sarah Stufflebean has the ball in her hand, just kind of cruising around a little bit here, just kind of getting the offense set up for might be the final play of our third quarter. And Allison Stortzum, who's also played just some phenomenal defense on the other end here in the third quarter. So we have under 10 to go. Clock is ticking. And nice pass right there. And a beautiful shot. That is exactly what you want as Allison Stortzum finds Kaylin Robinson. And that is the end of the third quarter. And you couldn't have drawn that up any better for the Bombers. It's an absolute clinic as they lead 30-26 at the end of 3.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also sponsored by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling of Macomb, as we get ready to start the fourth quarter in what has been the final of 3 games, which all have been very competitive and close games so far. And coming off a dominant third quarter, the Lady Bombers hoping to put this game away, but the Tigers will start with it, and Brooke Buchan will inbound. And they will get it to, none other than Lily Lukowiak, and just makes her way down the floor. And 2 for her, and that's the way you want to start the quarter if you are the Tigers, as they now only trail by 2 as they get the rebound there, and they will come back the other way now on offense. So maybe they're trying to build a little momentum here to start the 4th. As Lily Lukowiak in the paint, trying to find somewhere to go with the ball, but the Bombers playing stifling defense down there, trying to keep her as far away from the basket as they possibly can. As Brooke Buchan will dribble around. And thought about the mid-range was Marissa Robertson, but I think she took a step too many right there. As here come the Lady Bombers. Ainsley Holthouse will bring it up and give it off to Allison Stortson. Three ball is no good. And a little bit of it's still going. It's behind.
On the personal foul charge, number 10, Sarah Stubbleby. That's her second. Team first.
Scared me. All right, sorry guys. Thought I might have ruined something there. Here come the Fighting Tigers, and up the floor comes Chloe Eaton, and it's like a foul right there, as it will be number 23, which is Katie Allensworth. That'll be her second. As the Bombers maintain still a 2-point lead here with 6:44 remaining in the game. As Chloe Eaton will inbound there to Marissa Robertson and try to force it inside, but unable to get in there. But the Tigers will retain possession as it went off the hands of Allison Stortson. So Brooke Buchan will inbound. And maybe a little bit of miscommunication there by the Bombers. Luckily, it doesn't end up in 3 points for the Tigers. It's a wide open three ball, but now going the other way, and a foul. Yeah, Sarah Stufflebean was running full steam to the rim. And that is Lily Lukowiak, which makes it her fourth foul of the game. And that is someone these Lady Tigers cannot afford to lose. As the first free throw is pure from Sarah Stufflebean. Yeah, if they lose her, that is their primary score right there, and that would be huge for the Bombers. As the second free throw is no good. As Brooke Buchan will bring it up the floor here her team trails by 3, and a nice rebound there by Allison Stortson. And coming the other way, she's running with the ball and gives it off there to Sarah Stufflebean. As we have just over 6 minutes to play here in the final game of the day of the Macomb Lady Bombers pre-Thanksgiving tournament. Three ball, Sarah Stufflebean, a little short there on the three ball. And it will go the other way in favor of the Tigers.
Reese Fruit returns to the Illini Bluffs lineup.
As Lily Lukowiak will sub out here, trying to hopefully prevent her from getting a fifth foul early. Probably won't bring her in until later. So this is a golden opportunity here for the Macomb Lady Bombers to try and build up a little bit of a lead while she is out. So here comes Brooke Buchan. And beautiful pass. Wow, inside, incredible find. Trinity Limmerman, wow. To Chloe Eaton, what a pass on a zing. That was unbelievable. And now the Tigers have cut the lead to 1 inside. Almost finishes the and 1, but Ainsley Holthouse will go to the free throw line.
Tiger personal foul charge, number 5, Brooke Buchan.
As Brooke Buchan will pick up her second foul of the game. As Sarah Stufflebean will shoot free throws. This will be her 5th of the game. And she hits the first.
Returning to the Mother Lane, number 22, Illini.
And second one rattles out. So here comes Brooke Buchanan and the Lady Tigers offense as they trail by 2 here in an ultra competitive game here in Macomb, Illinois for the Lady Bombers basketball tournament. It is coming down to the wire with 5 left and a nice drive inside by Marissa Robertson to bring this game all even at 32.
Marissa Robertson.
And ball kind of slips away there, but Sarah Stuffelbein will, or excuse me, that's not Sarah Stuffelbein, that is Ainsley Holthouse. She will bring it up here for the Bombers. Is trying to get it inside and maybe a little reach-in foul there.
Possession out of bounds. Reese Pruitt, 14, picks up the Tiger personal foul. That's her first.
Reese Crate, that is her first foul of the game, and the Lady Tigers kind of racking up the fouls here in the fourth quarter, and that's not something you want to see because there's still 4:41 left, and missed opportunity there as Haley Emmerich kind of came open there late but unable to get her. As Haley Emmerich will, at one point, hand it off to there, and then up to Allison Stortzum. Maybe a little hip check there, but nothing. Oh, no. Wow, that is a big rebound right there. The floater is no good. Another rebound and one. What a finish right there. That is Haley Emmerich. And she's got an opportunity in a 3-point play for the Lady Bombers as they regain a 2-point lead. And a beautiful finish.
Tiger personal foul charged to 24, Marissa Robertson.
The foul's on Marissa Robertson. That is her third, and now the Lady Bombers will be in the bonus. As the free throw rattles out, but another offensive board for the Lady Bombers. And a 3-ball on the way. It is good. Kaylin Robinson gives the Bombers a 5-point lead. And this place is rocking, because it is a 5-point 37-32 lead for the Bombers on a huge offensive rebound by Allison Stortzum, able to regain possession and hit the 3. And the Bombers have had all of the momentum here in the second half. As it looks like it'll be just a 30-second timeout here as Illini West kind of trying to figure it out as their star player Lily Lukoviak is currently on the bench with 4 fouls, and the Bombers taking advantage. Face-to-face over the phone or by email. You text and choose how you do business with Tom Conklin. State Farm, Macomb, you can reach out to them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
At 2:30, Macomb faces Savannah.
McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes and the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. It's more than a hospital care. It's a hospital caring. And we are back here as just over 4 to play as the Bombers have the lead by 5 in what has been an insanely exciting game here, especially in the second half. As this place has come alive here for the Lady Bombers, and now maybe running a little press as Lily Lukoviak has checked back in for the Tigers. As the Bombers, even though she had sit down there for a while in the second, or there in the fourth quarter, they've done an excellent job of containing her here in the second half. That is Zoe Kral with the ball now. Over to Madison Bushart and now into Lily Lukoviak. There you see it again. The Bombers defense just, as soon as she gets anywhere near that paint, they just step in on her and they make sure she doesn't get anywhere near that. Is going around, and that will be a double dribble by, I think it was Brenna Davis. And so now the Bombers with the lead by 5 will now regain possession. As Ainsley Holthouse will bring it up for the Bombers. No rush here for the Bombers, up 5. Trying to get an offensive play, and their offense is really looked good for the most part here in the second half. And I think a lot of it is to do, no shot, but it'll be on the ground, or on the floor, excuse me. As the foul will be pushed, and it will be Brenna Davis, her third. And as I was saying, I think a lot of it, excuse me here, I'll talk after the free throws. I forgot it was the bonus now, is Ainsley Holthouse will shoot 2. Or excuse me, shoot 1. It's a 1-on-1, but she makes the first one. And now she will get a second. And it's pure. The Bombers extend their lead to 39 to 32. And it's coming the other way. Another turnover and a finish, and it is good. And Ainsley Holthouse, another bucket, and all of a sudden it's a 9-point Bomber lead. And they're going to get a foul, looks like on Kennedy Allensworth, got her on the arm.
Bomber personal foul charge to Kennedy Allensworth, number 23.
It'll be her third of the game. But as I was saying about this Bombers offense, I think the lack of turnovers that they've had here in the second half has really helped their offense bolster to what it has been. It's been fun to watch. It's been a clinic, and it's also been their defense. Like, they have played about as sound of a second half as you could possibly play, as Brenda Davis has the ball up the top of the key for the Lady Tigers. As it looks like maybe a reach and foul, and it might be. No, it's not on Brenda Davis this time. This will be on Kaylin Robinson, her third. But the Bombers only have 4 fouls here in the second half, so nowhere close to the bonus are the Lady Tigers. Trying to inbound, and another just great hands play right there by Allison Stortson, but it stays in possession of the Lady Tigers. And, oh, a bad read right there. Up the court they go, and the Bombers will extend their lead. Haley Emmerich finishes. And, oh, wow! What a play! I think the Lady Tigers might be getting a little frustrated right now. And just another turnover you can't have on the baseline, and the Bombers will regain possession again. Man, this is not looking good. And another wide open inbound. The Bombers have absolutely taken over here in the second half. Oh my goodness. This has been insane. It's the last about 30 seconds of this, and they've just taken a 13-point lead, 45 to 32, with 2 minutes left. What a second half for the Lady Bombers. It's been just great defense, great offense. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. And another forced turnover. Here comes Kaylin Robinson up the court. Another pass inside. A little short there by Kennedy Allensworth, but it will be a foul. And I think, no, it won't be a foul. It'll be a foul this time on Lady Bombers, and it'll be on Kennedy Allensworth, which would make it her fourth. So with 2 minutes left, the Bombers still have a 13-point lead, and it has been just an incredible second half here for the Lady Bombers. They have played about as well as you could play as a basketball team. Just great work. So comes up the court, that is Madison Bushart. She drives into the lane, unable to finish, and what a save right there by Riley Robinson. And going up the floor now is Kennedy Allensworth, and a timeout by the Bombers. It'll be a full timeout with 1:43 left as they lead by 13 here. As they look like they have this game on cruise control here in the second half.
Illini Bluffs has 3.
Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124 with the focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and games all over the area with TSSR Game Time Live as they broadcast at Sports Corner 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drinks and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. The Old Dairy, serving soup, salads, sandwiches, homemade desserts, Blue Bunny ice cream, and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day and free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com. Call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. As we are back here, sorry guys, ignore the scoreboard. It is not the third quarter. It is the fourth quarter here, of course, and the Bombers, they have just absolutely dominated the second half of this game, as it has been fun to watch. As Kaylin Robinson will inbound to Riley Robinson, and I'm sure this will be, almost a turnover there. As Brandon Davis almost came away with a steal, but this is probably going to be milk the clock time if you're the Lady Bomber. Just kind of run your offense, but run it at about a 100% slower pace. As we don't see any super urgency here from the Chargers yet to foul. As maybe at some point they'll foul, but not yet, as the ball's back in the hands of Ainsley Holthouse kind of going around as they're kind of starting to get a little closer there to the half-court line. Is Riley Robinson now with the ball. As they are just kind of dribbling around right now at the top of the key, kind of doing whatever they want. As Ainsley Holthouse now has the possession. It's kind of gone back and forth between Holthouse here and Robinson, just kind of dishing the ball back and forth as we have gone under a minute, and they are just doing whatever right now. They are just dribbling around at the top of the key. They might melt the rest of this game away, folks. We are under 45 seconds, and they have just been dribbling around. This is exactly what you want. Ainsley Holthouse now dribbling around. It's just gone back and forth between those two ladies, and almost a foul or a steal right there. It's back into the hands there of Robinson. And she's dribbling around. Clock ticks under 30 seconds here. Oh, maybe a little crossover action there for Riley Robinson. And there's finally a steal for, steal for Lily Lukowiak, but she misses the layup. And that will just about right and into this game, as it looks like Riley Robinson will dribble it out, and the Macomb Bombers are going to win this game. The Lady Bombers just put on a second half clinic in this ball game as they win this game 45-32. And it was an absolute pleasure to watch, especially that third quarter you thought was good, and then that fourth quarter they just took over the game. Only allowed 10 points in that second half, and they scored. Man, I can't even do that math in my head.
Macomb is in second place with 1 win.
Right, we will take a break, and we will be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also sponsored by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling of Macomb, as we just finished up our third game of the night, where the Macomb Lady Bombers come out on top 45-32 over the Illini Bluff Lady Tigers, and which was just an absolutely clinic second half for them, and it couldn't have gone much better. And a huge number I want to point out real quick is Lily Lukowiak, who had a monster first half. She had almost 15 points in the first half, and these Lady Bombers limited her to 6, especially getting her into foul trouble. They did an excellent job there in the second half.
Hey, Coach Kane.
As we are trying to get Coach Kane's attention here, get him up here for an interview, because it looks like he is on his way up, because I'm sure he is very proud of his Lady Bombers. But it was just an excellent second half, and even Annabelle Fortin, they really locked her down in the second half as well. Two of their star players just unable to get anything going in the second half. I'm here with Coach Kane, the head coach of the Lady Macomb Bombers, and Coach, that second half, that was an absolute clinic right there.
Thank you, Spencer. I appreciate that. We really needed to bounce back tonight. Didn't mean to skip out on you guys the other night. You know, I just had a lot to talk to the team about. So, yeah, I apologize about that. But, yeah, second half, what did we give up? 10 points, I think?
Yeah, 10 points. That's it.
And put up 28, I believe.
Yeah,
so
it was 22-17 at halftime in that second half.
Yeah, you know, some subtle changes to our offense we went over these last couple days. Mainly screening a body. I don't think we did that very well night one. And you saw the difference tonight. We got a lot more driving angles, driving lanes. We were cutting with more intensity, and it showed. I mean, we got some more points on the board, which is what we're looking for and the key to the game. So.
Yeah, it was amazing to watch. And I think the biggest thing for you guys, or at least from what I view, is you guys, number 32, Lily Lukoviak, for them, she had a pretty good first half, kind of able to get into the paint at will, but that second half, you guys did an excellent job kind of bringing more bodies into the paint, not letting her, and she got into foul trouble there early in the fourth, and then she just kind of had to sit. So, I mean, talk to me about that. Like, that was impressive to watch, just the
definitely.
Change of half right there.
That's a shrewd point on your part. Right when I went in the locker room, first thing I wrote on the board was 32, and I circled it, and then I wrote contain, and the girls came out and executed that in the second half and really contained her. She's a great player. You know, she can finish with both hands, go both ways, and so that was a key in the second half to, get her cut off and not into the paint, and we were able to do that. So I was really proud of that adjustment.
And I think that really benefited your guys' offense, too, because you're able to contain her. And I think you guys, it was a different tale of two halves. Like, I think you guys in the first half turned the ball over a little more than them, but then you guys were able to force turnovers, and you turned it into some really easy points at times. And then there were times where you guys would run 45 seconds of offense and then eventually hit a three ball and just find, like, it was insane to watch how, like, fluent the offense looked in the second half compared to the first. Like, it was.
Yeah, definitely. After night one, wasn't our greatest effort, but I told the girls I'm never going to worry about our defense because our defense was kind of our calling card last year, and so, I'm not going to worry about that. We just need to put some points up. We were able to get some stops, get out in transition, get some easy layups, and I think that was key for, just getting our confidence built up because basketball is really a key there is confidence. So I was really happy to see that we could get out in transition and get some easy ones.
Yeah, you guys looked absolutely great in the second half. Coach Kane, I appreciate you. I'm sure you don't want to sit here forever and talk basketball forever. I'm sure you'd rather talk it to your Lady Bombers who just put on a show right there in the second half. So thank you.
I appreciate the time.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I could sit here and talk for 2 hours about the team.
Talk for 2 hours, all right.
But, I really appreciate the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Lady Bombers win it 45-32. That was Macomb Bombers head coach Kane, and he has to be very proud of the way his Lady Bombers played there in the second half as they were just on an absolute roll. Well, folks, it has been great talking games with you here all night. Is first of, 3 games here tonight and 3 more Friday and a ton more Saturday. So we thank you guys for watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling Macomb was the sponsor, and we will see you guys Friday night.